Greetings and welcome to my dear Pisces. Welcome. I welcome you to my channel. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. It's an operational, Tarot of the Twin Sun is an operational division of the Order of the Twin Sun. And we'll go ahead and get started on the energy of Pisces. The 12th house is open, and the ruler of Pisces, Neptune, we call upon the energy of Neptune in order to show us the depth and complexity of unconditional modes of human expression, as well as the waves of time and space, and how these can be abstracted into ways of understanding vast seas of knowledge that have to do with the meanderings of the feet, how far we can imprint upon the carbon data of what is shown throughout time, how these fade throughout time, and how through an eventuality these are lost in the mire of beauty and grace. Please take what you will. I am building for you, my dear Pisces, the energy of the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a tool. It's a 9-card spread designed to show the energies of you, someone else, a significant other, as well as the energy that reflects types of karma or modes of being between you two. So please take only what you will, and I do appreciate your constant support for my channel. Okay. Okay, the element of grace is showing up. The grace in order to reform certain things. Reform is a key word here, as well as compression, limitation. The energy of Aquarius is strong here, as well as the lower echelon of air, that is Libra. The 7th and the 11th house are activating the 12th. This has to do essentially with a type of elevation into the unknown through the compression of things, to the limitation of things, so that they don't expand beyond your knowing. The main challenge within this connection is proper respect and proper foundations that may be hidden for the time being. They have to do with fears and breaking out of fears, understanding these, and also trying to direct one's energies in the right places. There's an element of confusion here that has to do with your own sort of offers to others. These offers are idealized in such a way that they are rigid, and it could be that your offer to this person is not being respected in some sort of way. Therefore, there's an oscillation. That's the thing, because I don't think you truly want to offer to this person, even though the intention is there. There's a very committed element here that has to do with angst, as well as stability within angst, or commitments, and being committed to this with angst. And there's an ecclesiastical aspect about it, meaning that you want to convert this person, or there's a fervor about it in terms of communication. You have to do things with respect and grace. The motivation of the 7th to the 11th house has to do with the other, self-sacrifice for the other, dialogue with the other in order to constitute your own truth. However, there's also the aspect of the 11th house, which is more about not just one person, but many in terms of them within groups, within society, within respected or respective sort of labels within society, status quo. These are very important for the connection to be grounded. Okay, and if you're searching for something in terms of grounding, look into the night, look into the setting sun. These are ways of understanding how gravity could affect you more during the night. And that's just a very esoteric way to find healing. However, you may see this person as a bit of a liar, or perhaps they see you as someone who has brought these lies, or someone who cannot communicate, or possibly you cannot see them as someone who will communicate to you. There's a lot of frenetic neurological capacities that have to do with communication as well as the deliverance of said things or unsaid things. Please note that what you think immediately will reach this person. So you have to be very careful of what you think even, because if there are cycles of the mind that are not so good, that type of vibration will carry out to them in terms of their thoughts, and those thoughts won't be theirs, they will be a form of projection. Be careful of the lessons within this connection. This has to do with you trying to be guided or protected in some sort of way through the other, and the other looks to you as well. There's a very strong codependent aspect about this, meaning that there are independent agents between you and this person. You are independent agents, but there's something about it that wants to lean towards trying to reach some sort of communion or union. But this union can also be a form of dependence in a way, and if you want that, there is a possibility for you to at least make the right communication. What both of you are thinking about is the need to find a sense of home or a sense of house with each other. There is a union between that which is left and that which is right that could meet in the middle. There's a convergence here. And this is a harmonic aspect, okay, that can bring forth a sense of communitas, a sense of bringing together, togetherness, some sort of commitment, okay. Most of the communication would be of a practical nature. If you talked about this practically, instead of thinking about it too much and not saying much, then there's a possibility for it to work. Something about you feels as if this is causing a great deal of trauma in terms of your intuition. There is a feeling of intuitive dispute here. Let's see why. Okay. All right. Okay. So there's been a period of sort of stupor or melancholy, trying to understand why this darkness has been around you. You have been able to resist most of this, but it's taken a lot of your energy. There's a need to find some sort of midway, some sort of bridge. But because of such, there is something key to your manifestation, your power source, your powerhouse, the central aspect of your body, how you digest things within this connection, how you take in information, because there's a great deal of silence from their end. You have to use your intuition in order to see how the path may have veered off from your course for a while. You are seeking abundance, you are seeking wealth, but it's wealth of knowledge, very deep knowledge that has to do with Visalia and the skull, which is essentially the way of seeing through that which is passed on, that which has gone away, that which has gone through a death and regeneration cycle, okay? So this is a connection that is very deep indeed, but it also causes, because of such, it causes such a great curiosity but also a type of intuition, an intuitional hit that has to do with your actual knowing, and this is being suppressed. So it may feel as if you want to, express something or do something powerfully, but because you're getting so many hits within your stomach, within your gut feeling, it's causing a type of fear, okay? Fear, but then also uh, it's blocking your actual true communication, especially when it comes to passionate communication, okay? Meaning that you're not speaking from the heart. You're speaking out of practicality. Both of you are speaking out of practicality. You're trying to reach that level. They are fraught with the mind. You are fraught with the heart. And there's like a steamy connection here that is based on passions that feed each other. However, if you want this to work, you have to go through the motions of finding a place of belonging within the practicalities of human limitation. Okay? That is, do things that are more grounded in nature. Now, they see you as a type of mother figure. Deep down inside, you represent the fire of devotion, uh, the vestal sort of attributes of devotion to the purity of a type of connection that is very strong in the motherly type of energy. They see you as a source of great emotional stability, great emotional promise. They see you as a home in a way. You see them as someone who has gone through a lot of shit, a lot of um, meanderings. They could have been a player in a past iteration or past life, but they come to you and they stay sort of maintained on the connection between you two. There is a constant need in order to make the connection work, to assess some very deep traumas that have existed, both of you, experientially. Doesn't mean that both of you have caused the traumas for each other, but if there is a past life thing between you two, it's a long one, and it has to do with either revenge or some sort of mutual heartache, or if not revenge, some sort of mutual understanding through some very deep traumas that have to do with the energy of the Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper into this. Yeah. Both of you see each other as a type of light at the end of the tunnel, something that has been leading up into the ultimate feeling of togetherness, or the ultimate feeling of the happy ending. There's definitely a romantic tinge here that has to do with expectations and forever waiting for these to resolve themselves. This person is something of a knight of charming armor, but more of a passionate one. Think of, um, instead of Galahad, think of like the other guy. I forget his name. Jeez. Guinevere's secret lover, Lancelot. Yeah, either Lancelot or Galahad. Those are like the two types of knights that this person represents. You can look into that. One is more the gentleman, one is more the knave. And they can be both of them. But there's something very devoted about you to this connection in order to heal something over time, or to find that light at the end of the tunnel. What I'm seeing here is an evolution that has to do with letting down of certain rites of passage, or perhaps not taking certain routes in order to attend to this person's needs. There's a very self-sacrificing energy about you, very devoted to this connection, but also there is something about them reliving or reworking some sort of older paradigm to come to visit you again. This is very endearing. It is very romantic in an old style kind of way, but at the same time, the energy of the night, the energy of the mode in which the action is being occurred here, has to do with the negotiation and the halting of horses, holding the horses, which is, it could be healthy, it could not. It really depends. When two horses show up, I see the chariot, and because of such, the horses seem untamable. And therefore, the vehicle, the potentiality of love here is very deep, very great, but it also becomes very stagnant. So that's something to keep in mind. A way to remedy this, of course, is to understand the more esoteric sort of reference of the moon as a reflection of deeper modes of light. The moon being, a very maternal or nurturing aspect that has an emotional gravitas to us lowly earthly human beings. But at the same time, there isn't a devotional practice to, once again, acquiring deep modes of knowledge, of knowing, through the sea of unconscious, the sea of information that has to do with the axis of Virgo and Pisces. That is the 6th and the 12th house. There's something about a period of non-growth here, okay, that throughout time you will understand through its limitation how the pain contributes to a traditional ideal of romantic love, okay? If this is a romantic reading, there's an ideal here that has to be understood as the source of both your pain and your pleasure. That is all I have to offer. Hopefully this is good enough. If that resonated, I do appreciate it. If not, I do also appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. But that is the Great Mirror, and I shall see, my dear Pisces, mid-December. Please take care now. Bye.